Lori has, without question, the best shoe collection of
I
any woman.
saw her little gold shoes there.
I do have my
She's got the
wingtips.
sassiest shoe collection of any woman I've ever
So,
met.
and he sees all the shoes.
Yes, he does.
Lots of shoes every day.
He likes when I wear lines because he can measure very
yeah,
Those
yeah.
easily.
lines are
with my
super
lines.
helpful for just posture and leg length evaluation. But her shoe collection is not to be taken
I
lightly.
haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg.
Is that right? Hello and welcome to another exciting episode. Living well together.
Big life in a small town.
That's us. Is it Thanksgiving?
It's Thanksgiving.
Are we going to talk about it like
no,
it's
we're not going
Thanksgiving?
to talk about it like it's
Okay, then
Thanksgiving.
never mind.
Unless you want to talk about the side dishes.
No, I was going to talk about Bubble and Squeak, but we can skip that whole thing. We can skip it. We've got two special guests tonight. You're going to love this.
Yay.
Thank you.
Dr. Rick and Lori Nedelman.
Nedelman,
Yes.
correct.
See, I was going to put it, we were going to just have them scroll your name across the bottom and say, all right, we're having a contest. How do you pronounce that?
Oh,
'Cause
it's
some
been
of it,
said many different ways.
I was going to say,
We've been
what's the
called
weirdest
lots of
you've heard?
things,
Yes.
right?
What is the weirdest
Well,
thing?
nothing weird, but Needleman is very common.
Yes.
But it's
There's
okay.
an
It's-
interesting story with
yeah,
you.
there's a story. My grandfather actually was of Russian descent and had escaped Russia persecution of Jews at age like 5 through a, and this is true, through a
Yeah.
wagon. And his father was a tailor in Russia, and they came to Ellis Island, and they obviously taken people's names, but no one obviously in Ellis Island could understand Russian. Well, what do you do? And so he pulled out like a needle. He says, "Okay, you're Needleman." Now that was the story, and it's a good story, so I'm sticking with
That
it.
is a great story.
It might be. It might be. And my grgrandfather was a tailor. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, this is wonderful.
yeah.
I
Well,
love that.
Even
You have-
history lesson.
Yeah.
I wish I knew my whole Ellis Island story. I know our people came here from elsewhere, and
Yeah, I don't know mine as well, but
I think Aunt Cheryl probably has all this.
She might. But
That's
yours
cute.
were probably a lot
It's worth
longer
doing.
ago.
I mean, to have document the histories, and my sister was one who really liked doing that. So sat down like the grandmothers and where'd you come from, and
Yep.
has it all documented. It's really.
Oh my gosh.
And then
So smart.
then when my kids become really obnoxious, I'm like, I want you to read where you came from.
Yes, yes.
And they were fascinated because she took that, and my grandfather had like old shears, big heavy shears for
Yes,
leather,
for-
and she made a shadow box and put the printed pages. So when my kids were obnoxious and spoiled, I said, "Read this. This is where you came from." And they're like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
Yeah.
so,
And I think it's fair to say that most of us are descended from people that are way tougher than we are. Like our
Yes,
ancestors were, like, to get here to Ellis Island from, like, back in the day, not an easy game.
right.
And we're kind of soft nowadays.
When you have nothing to lose, as
Amen.
they say, right?
Yep.
So,
Oh, I like
right.
that.
I get a little cranky if my seat warmer doesn't heat up fast enough.
the rain tonight.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
today on Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Well, if you don't
gonna
have
be
real
gorgeous
creamer,
today, yeah.
you know.
Yes. We use the Symbiotica creamer, so he's kind of my guinea pig. I've never used it.
You've never. I love it.
Well, we're about to find out.
actually-
Dr. Rick likes it.
I actually
Fantastic.
put it in my smoothies.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Learning something every day.
I know,
Speaking of getting tougher, or actually, no, not getting tougher, just embracing our lack of toughness.
Okay.
I want to talk about med spas.
Okay. Yes.
I want to talk about pampering ourselves. I want to talk about aesthetics. I want to talk about looking better, feeling better, and aging better. And I think these are the people we should be talking
I think
to.
you invited the perfect people to be here.
I want your story, Lori. I want a little bit of
Okay,
here's
the
how we got where we
story.
are. And then we want to talk about your biz.
Okay. I've been a nurse since 1992.
Way back in the 1900s.
Way back, and was hanging with she's now a relative. She's my sister-in-law, and we were just hanging in the recovery room one day, and I said, "What are you doing tomorrow on your day off?" And she said, "Oh, it's my Botox day." And I was 36, I think, at the time, and I didn't know what it even was. And I'm like, "What is that?" And she goes, "Oh, you should come with me." And I remember going with her to her plastic surgeon, and she'll love that I'm giving all of her secrets out. And I asked the surgeon or the plastic surgeon that she was seeing, "Can I get Botox?" He's like, "Oh, you don't need Botox, but I can help you." And at that time, I had quite a bit of scarring from acne. And he really changed my world. He started using filler, totally off-label.
Yeah.
And by lifting some of the scars from acne. And I then kind of got the anti-aging bug. And after, I don't even know, 20-some years in the hospital, I went back to school about 12 years ago and ended up getting a certification in aesthetic nursing. And I interviewed in Dayton, I interviewed in Columbus, and then we sat down and talked. And
Yeah, but you also skipped over the fact that you, for 30 years, she was taking care of people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
OB.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
She
a
did
varied
recovery,
career from every aspect of nursing.
So her main, in my opinion, Lori's taken the skill set of true caring and evaluating people and what do you want? What do you need? What, and I mean, you told me today that we got a referral from somebody that,
got a nice
said
compliment.
somebody who lived kind of far in Xenia, you said, and said they needed to be treated with a laser for some condition. And their PA said, why don't you go to Springfield to Med Spa? And Lori, and she said, well, can't I go to Beaver Creek or Dayton? It's closer. She says, no, I really trust these people. I said, Lori, this is what you have done for 10 years. No, your whole career, but 10 years in the Med Spa. Building trust does not occur overnight.
Amen.
And you have to treat people well. You have to do the right things for people and build your reputation, and people will come. So that's what she's done.
And Dr. Rick, give us a little bit of your backstory as well.
I'm from Springfield, Ohio. Grew up in Springfield and graduated from Springfield North in 1978. Had aspirations of athletics and sports. Went to University of Georgia for 3 years. Played football down there for the Georgia Bulldogs. Sorry to all my Buckeye friends, but Georgia's better. And then kind of just got more serious about life. My father was a radiologist. My mother was an attorney. She went back to law school at age 42 to get a degree, and we lived very close to each other at Ohio State when I was in pre-med. And then I ended up going to med school, went to University of Cincinnati for medical school. Then I stayed at the University for surgical residency, which was a real blessing. The university there was great training. Did 6 months of pediatric heart surgery with Children's Hospital, 6 months of, or 6 or 8 months of surgery in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Beautiful.
I had an international experience, very blessed because when people compliment you that you treat them well or that you're a good doctor, it's because you were fortunate enough to have some skill but also have the right mentors and shown how to do things right. And that's what I think my biggest gift was, to be in the right place, the right time. And then a surgeon I knew in Springfield, his name was Dr. William Getman. He was going to retire. I knew him my whole life. And he was going to retire when I was finishing he was friends with my father, who was a radiologist.
Yeah.
And he said, you should come back to Springfield to practice because I'm going to retire and you're in your chief residency year. And I'm like, no, I'm not going back to Springfield again. But as I looked at the opportunity, and I wanted to practice general surgery as kind of the old general surgery, like you could do a lot of things.
Of course.
And I love that. I like going from this to this to this. And when I came back in 93, and then I practiced surgery till now. And now I'm kind of stepped away from my private practice, and I'm doing just working 10 days a month, filling in at Mary Rutan Hospital in Bellefontaine, but also helping out more in the med spa.
I was going to say, keeping your skills sharp, but also participating in the med spa.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And the med spa, really it's been 10 and a half years.
Yeah.
And we saw, Lori always had an interest in aesthetics. And in Springfield, people we knew who wanted aesthetics, they were going to Columbus, they were going to Dayton. When we'd heard from friends, or we saw sometimes results weren't great, and sometimes people were tired of traveling and they're paying a lot of money. And my practice decided let's open a med spa. Lori had the interest. We could be the medical directors. And that was 10 years ago. And today it's been booming and doing great. And we're very happy we did it because I think we provided it was the first med spa in Springfield. Now there's like 3 or 4.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know how it works. But it's okay. It's good.
What's the name of yours?
SAS Med Spa.
SAS.
SAS.
What's it stand for?
it started from my initial surgical group, which was Surgical Associates of Springfield.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So, and we separated from them and formed our own LLC. And when I left the practice, but we kept the name SAS. It was just easier. And my partners were nice
With the
enough to let me
branding.
do it with the branding and
the
all.
branding.
So,
Right.
We didn't want to start anew.
I want to know more about your business, but I also want to know how you met the doctor.
Yeah.
Met the nurse.
Yeah,
Doctor nurse thing.
You know that out of bounds thing? No, I'm just kidding. No, Lori and I, she was a nurse in the recovery room. I was a doctor. And,
I couldn't stand him.
I was there. I was
Perfect.
I was
Couldn't
Dr.
stand him.
Ass. I was doctor, not because
Not
the ass was good.
ASS.
Yeah, not because he was an
Yeah.
ass. They didn't understand. It was just a desire for perfection for my patients. So
Yeah.
But no, we met. I met Lori. She was a nurse and I was a physician, and we were going through changes in our life, and then we went through those changes and we got together, and we really did fall in love. We look at each other now and we say, like, did that really happen?
So wait a minute, how did you win her over?
Oh.
Because
Well, first of all,
How could you ask?
I-
well, she said that she couldn't
Yeah.
stand you, so I'm
Something
wondering
changed
where
your
that gap.
perspective.
Well, first of all, I've never, honestly, I don't compliment him enough. But
Could you repeat that?
yes, I know. I've
can
never
play that on the
seen,
you have to
and
hit
his
replay.
patients could definitely vouch for this, but I've never seen a kinder person at the bedside saying some really bad things to people that they have to hear.
Bad news.
Bad news. Yeah, bad news.
How do you handle
Delivery of
Yeah,
it.
it was not. That wasn't ever difficult for me. I mean,
A lot of
again,
doctors kind of
mentorship,
bounce-
seeing how people do it, and then feeling comfortable to be real and true about how you have to tell people the truth.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right?
they deserve
They're deserving.
that.
Absolutely. So.
Did you do it with a Scottish accent? After being in Edinburgh.
Oh,
for
wait,
your
I didn't want them to
mentorship?
understand what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, is there a tougher way to understand?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
Go
no,
ahead.
he did.
Yeah, it
so-
was. So that was definitely one of the things. And then because he always strived for pretty high excellence for his patients, it was always a challenge to make sure I was a pre-op hold nurse, and if something wasn't signed, I'd find out where he was in the hospital, and I'd run to him to make it easier for him, so that when he got downstairs, we could get the patient back quickly. And yeah, he probably made me work a little harder than some, just because I wanted to impress him. But
we fell in love.
It was
we,
worth
fe- we,
It
did
was one
fall
of
in
those
love. It
things
was
that
weird. It did. It was true.
I remember there was one of your patients, I think, was going bad, and you had to come past me, and we were looking at the heart rate or something on the monitor, and I was like, "What's happening? I'm hearing this thump, 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 thump." And there was just something that sparked, and we've been married now 11 years,
Beautiful.
Oh, yay.
and we have a beautiful blended family, and
Yes, we do.
we mentioned it before we started airing that. Hopefully, by the time we air this, that we'll have our fourth grandbaby.
Awesome.
And they keep our life lively,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
And,
And when they too much, that's when my pager goes off, or I get called to the hospital.
Yes, yes.
So
okay,
sorry.
and that's showing your
I know.
age,
It's showing
pager.
okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
My cell phone. So.
yeah, your cell phone.
But
No, I mean, they are really such a special gift, aren't they?
They are.
They're the
We're blessed
bonuses.
that we are local with them. So, it would be very difficult, even as we think about the dreariness of the weather that's coming upon us.
Right.
And, I think he could go away for 3 months. There's no way. I've already told him 2 weeks is probably
I'll send you a postcard.
probably about my.
So you're talking about you could break down south for a month or two or
yeah,
three.
we like
and-
out west. We like
We would
Southern
go-
Cal.
we
So
would
we
go to
yeah.
California,
So,
but,
But we don't want to be away from the grands that long.
I can't.
Understood.
Yeah, I if they're going to be in activities, I want to be a part of that.
Go to the games, go to the
yes,
dance recitals,
yes,
drive them to
definitely.
practice if you can,
Yes.
see the behind
I have
the
a
scenes.
field trip this Friday.
Oh,
Nice.
The
That's
oldest
fun.
is in preschool, so we're gonna.
But we did get married in Vegas.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. It was called.
Just the two of you guys?
Oh no,
Oh, no,
we
we
took
had people.
54 people.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and we called it Final Four Ever. We did it on Final Four weekend.
Yep, March
Holy
Madness.
So you and 8 million of your closest friends were
That's
in Vegas.
exactly
Yes.
right.
And you said you called it Final,
Final Four
Forever.
Ever. 'cause it's the
I
Final
love
Four
it.
weekend. Yeah.
Very clever.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
We still
that's so
stay at the
special.
same place when we go out to Vegas. They take care of us because we spend a lot of money there with all of our guests.
What's your favorite
course.
place to stay there then?
Aria.
Okay.
Yeah, we like the art.
Shout out to Erica. Thanks for taking care of us, Erica.
Yay, Erica.
We'll make sure she gets this episode.
Is Vidara still there?
Yes,
Aria?
actually, my brother and sister-in-law, that's their favorite place to stay. It's right next door.
It's and I thought that they were kind of connected. It doesn't have the casino in it, right?
Does
Correct,
not, right.
correct.
We had stayed there several years
minute ago.
back and we brought a bunch of the kids and their friends and stuff, and it's like, we don't need to go and stay in a casino. We'll stay at Vidara, and
Yes.
they can, for those that want to gamble, they can go.
Right,
Yes.
right. So you
Little
get
quieter.
away from that little quieter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so that was fun, but it's so beautiful. I really do like Las Vegas. It's fun.
We used to go quite a bit, and I was very fortunate. A good friend of mine I went on a program called Semester at Sea, where you sail around the world in
Oh, wow.
college. Yeah, when I was trying to figure out, I want to go to med school, but I went on Semester at Sea, which
Yeah.
is 12 ports around the world, 100 days. The program still exists. A great
Wow.
situation if you're.
I may look into this.
You should.
They
Well,
got-
you
they
know
allowed
what?
adults.
It was
Wait, how do you get started with it? Like,
So it was a program that was founded in the late 60s in California. When I went on it was at University of Colorado.
okay.
And it really is a program for college level kids. You take courses on the ship. It's 100 days, 45 at port, 55 at sea.
Wow.
You take classes, but you also port, and then you go off on your own for like 3 or 4 days, but you better be back at the ship. And,
Leave without you?
But you go around the world. You go like we went
That's
to
awesome.
we went to Japan and Taiwan and China and Indonesia and Sri Lanka and India, and you just go. Yeah. But I met a good friend. We became great friends. He was from New York City, and he founded the Tao Group, which is a restaurant Tao in New York and Vegas, and so we used to go out there a lot because we had the grand openings and all the fun things.
yeah.
It was fun, but we don't go out as much anymore.
You
There's more
jet
things to
setters
do.
from Springfield.
Oh yeah, actually, the most enjoyable thing about that whole investment, was they do things so right. I mean, it's like, so we would like arrange for people from Springfield to go, and here's this line at the club at 1 o'clock in the morning, and there's like 150 people when they just walk right
Bring
up.
you
They
right
all
up
come
to the front.
And they get
Yes.
people to come back and just be light up. And they treated us so well. We enjoyed it. And it was so much fun to be able to do that for people. So
I love that.
we enjoyed it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's great.
And so you got back in here. You're setting up shop. You were doing general surgery. You were a nurse, the nurse of the.
The med spa.
Yes. So you picked up med spa based on your experience with a friend.
Yep. And the doctor that helped, my giving me kind of some self-esteem back.
Yes.
And you kind of catch the anti-aging bug, and then the science behind it.
Yep.
I love probably one of my favorite things to do. And, some people think, big lips is filler or whatever. You can really change someone and give them self-confidence back, whether it is an anti-aging wrinkle that they're, it's maybe they're feeling they've gone through a divorce, and you can lift someone up. I believe it or not, I have a lot of tears sometimes in my office just
believe it.
because of trying to help people, and that's been very rewarding for me.
Yeah.
Also, doing that many years in the hospital, the lifting, the pulling, the tugging, it takes a toll on your body. And I'm happy that I don't have to do that now.
Right.
I miss my friends. I had wonderful coworkers. I had wonderful nurse managers and mentors like you did. But somehow we find each other, whether they come see me or I visit someone in the hospital and I get to see old friends. But I always try to encourage. We usually try to have nursing students work with us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And employ, and whether they're
Like an
interested.
internship sort of
Yeah.
style thing? Okay.
Well, it's employed. I mean,
Okay.
if they,
Yeah.
we're usually looking for. We do a lot of injections, whether it's vitamins. We have a big weight loss program as well. And so I need their skills, and they can learn from us. And I really like teaching. And I can remember back in the day when I was trying to decide what to do, I didn't know I wanted to be a nurse until like the last hour when I was in high school.
What did you think you were
I
gonna
wanted
do?
to go into fashion.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay, I can see
my
that
dad,
too. Yeah.
I grew up in a pretty strict household. My dad is a banker, or was. He's retired, long retired, but pretty
Dad.
strict. Hi, Dad. But he knows how strict he was, and I remember telling him, and he said, "Nope." And back then you didn't have internet, peeps. I had a pamphlet to showing my college that I wanted to go to, and he said, nope, come back with a better idea. I want you to have a job where you can support yourself.
Yeah.
And when I remember some of those, you don't want to go into nursing, it's horrible. Nursing has given me an outlet that when I needed a new change or something, you can go that route.
Sure.
There's so many different things that you can do with nursing, and it's even broader now than when I was getting into it. Going on to school and becoming nurse practitioners and midwives and all the things that starting with an RN can get you has been very rewarding.
And you did OB care for a while, right?
Labor and delivery?
Yeah,
I did labor and delivery for 6 years. There was a time I was in between jobs in like the '08 moment. I actually interviewed at Soin and was going to go back into labor and delivery. And then they came back with that every other weekend thing. And my gig had every third. And I'm like, I just don't want to do that weekend thing. And now I'm lucky that if I go in on a Saturday, it's my choice.
Yes.
I'm doing
That
it.
is the joy of having your own
control,
business,
which is
right?
great.
And trying to, my kids and were very understanding if mom couldn't be there on Christmas or whatever. We had to shift and the days just because we needed to be there at the hospital. But I'm glad those days are behind me.
Well, they've built
And
up
such
to
a
who you are today, though.
Yes,
right. To
for
be
sure.
fair,
I would
and it takes a
not.
special person. Not everybody can be a caregiver.
That's true.
Correct.
It's not in everybody's spirit to do that.
Right.
And so when you've got somebody who does it well and is passionate about serving other people, that's a gift that not everybody has, for sure. I've seen people who are doing that shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it's not for you, it's time to move on. So good on you for being able to say, here's what got us here and here's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So the Med Spa, I want to get there. And we'll put a link. There'll be a link in the, or people can say, I want to know the menu. Give me, walk me through. I'm coming in and what are my top, what services are available?
Well, first of all, you need to put your car in park.
Okay.
Let's start
You
with
want
that.
to talk about that real fast, and then we'll
But today was an interesting day.
Today was an interesting day. God bless her little heart, and thank goodness no one was hurt. But we did end up with a gorgeous Lexus into the building. Brand new Lexus,
SUV.
temp tags on it. And she...
The brake and the gas got confused.
Well, I don't know. She's thinking
We
that
don't
there
know.
might have been something that kind of
Came right to
surged
the
her
building.
forward.
She just
But
wasn't familiar with her new vehicle yet, maybe.
Perhaps.
And when you
perhaps.
bend the bricks of a building, you hit it pretty good.
Yes. So we
was a
thought there
lot.
was an explosion at the gas station by us, but everyone was fine.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we have a very full menu. Anything from, I have a wonderful machine that, we've had it for over probably 11 years,
It's been had for a
10
while.
years at least. It's called the Hydrofacial. It is probably the number one after the injectables. Everybody needs their Botox fix. So I do a lot of injectables. We do have a wonderful laser that we get referrals for.
With
from.
laser force specifically.
So we do sun damage reversal, broken blood vessels. We can reverse those. It does some skin tightening. We have a radio frequency microneedling on it. I do laser hair removal. So a wide variety, and I never get bored.
Yeah.
I know, and it's funny, people say, how's your day look tomorrow? I don't know. I don't look at my
See what
day.
happens.
I don't look at my day. I'll even ask him, am I supposed to be there at 8 this morning? And he'll say, yeah, I looked at it. You're to be there at 8.
So are you doing the
job.
lion's share of what's being done? Do you have
Pretty
techs
much.
that
He
others?
has-
She
to-
is the main provider. She
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Lori has built up a lot of people confidence in her.
Trust.
What Lori does is, I've always been impressed in watching from afar that it's very important to say to someone, what do you as a patient want to see improve?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yep.
Because people will come in and say, I want to come
What
in and
do
get
you
some
think?
Botox. I want
Yeah.
this laser. And they say, well, what do you want to see?
Yeah.
And Lori will say, well, then, no, this is not really what if you want that result, this is what you should have.
Yeah.
So Lori does, she does.
With I have to follow his orders,
Right.
because
But
that's
she
my
does-
So
medical
you're
director.
the clinic director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
medical director. So
Got
I
it.
do certain
In the state of
procedures
Ohio, you
there.
have to have a medical director. 'Cause,
Okay.
But injectables, like anything, even in surgery, the more you do, the more you learn, the better you are. And Lori is done injectables, so she'll do fillers for lips to give lips
Okay.
full. She's a beautiful job on that. She does fillers for cheeks because as we get older, gravity brings things down, so you can put filler in to bring the cheekbones up.
Okay.
She does Botox.
And these are non-surgical things.
Yes.
Injectable things,
that's
but not surgical things.
And we kind of got in on it when the ride of aesthetics were, I mean, people just didn't want to have to hide away.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the rough chemical peels, the surgical procedures, there was a big trend where a lot of plastic surgeons did have to bend and learn how to do the lasers and the less downtime.
Less invasive and yet very effective.
Yes. And our technology has changed a lot, even since we've been in it.
And we looked at things, me being a surgeon, there was a period of time which I've stopped doing, but there was a time where there were certain body contouring products out there.
We did laser lipo in the office.
There was cool sculpting, which I just
really care
didn't
for.
buy into that. It was very expensive. People were spending a lot of money, and maybe multiple treatments. And I'm like, we're not going to. That's not what.
That's what I
do.
heard
But
about that.
there was a new technique of laser lipo, in-office liposuction, which I did for probably 6 years or so, 7 years.
A little longer, I think.
Yeah, but we did that for a while. Since we moved, we don't do that anymore. But we wanted to find things. As a surgeon, I'm a little bit conservative. I'm always questioning. I'm the imp of the perverse. I don't believe a lot of what everybody tells me, and there's always people trying to sell you. This is going to be
But it's not on the internet. It must be real.
That's right.
And it's got to be the best.
So we've embraced things that I think we have done our due diligence, that we know have helped people and have results, because it's not right to promise things that don't deliver.
Amen.
The median.
That's how you break trust.
Yeah.
Right. And the median income in Springfield is $48,500. So it's for people to want to spend $50 for something to get a result, they should get a result.
Yeah.
And I think we've been very successful at that.
Yeah. And then the last 3 years we launched with the GLP-1s.
Yep.
We've launched the weight loss program. We'll probably see that come to an end here in
maybe
in the summer. We'll see.
You mean fat people aren't going to be around anymore?
Well, most med spas and places, even on television, where you can call and get your products.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the FDA allowed compounding pharmacies to make these products over the last 4 or 5 years because there was such a high demand and a shortage. So the FDA will put certain drugs on a shortage list so compounding pharmacies can make these drugs. Well, then obviously the demand was high and the results were good. There's an example of a product which does deliver for 85% of people.
Yeah.
And this year, the FDA told the compounding pharmacy industry, you have to stop because the pharmaceutical companies, Eli Lilly,
aren't making quite enough.
They're getting they're getting
as well
they will be making more. And,
Yes.
but to their credit, I understand they spent this investigation of these drugs started 15 years ago plus, and it's made a huge difference. But we may or may not still be able to provide that. We can do that till June. We have enough product till June of next year. But we've made huge differences in people's lives.
I mean, we have examples of, I have someone that's going to celebrate 2 years of keeping 100 pounds off next month.
Yeah.
Nice.
People are off their blood pressure medicine. They're off their Lipitor. So we've gotten to bring
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me, you're telling me that obesity has other ramifications for your overall health?
Can you believe that?
Right. Which is now hard to believe why the insurance companies, well, I know why they don't, or the government,
For sure.
but the government's starting to get
But they always want what's best for us. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
They always want what's best for, the consumer.
And also what we've gotten into recently.
I want to say something about what has been awesome with, I have a shout out to Miss Logan. I have a wonderful LPN that kind of has spearheaded, I guess, as you will, the weight loss program under his direction, and she's sharp. It kind of keeps our clients in line, and we have people that use us monthly for their journey or weekly. They want that validation. So we get to know these people pretty well,
Nice.
and they feel like friends and family as they're walking through our door.
And you see the
multiple
transformation
times. And we
with them.
We get
and
to,
you can celebrate
and if I
with
don't
them.
see them, because I'm in my treatment room and Logan's doing their cares, and I don't see him for a few weeks, it's like, you need. I told a guy last week, it's time to go to Kohl's and get some new pants, buddy. You're
The belt is not working
You're looking a little
anymore.
saggy.
And also what I think I take pride in, I think that being the medical director, and I'll sometimes go in and give shots, or I'll see people,
Yeah.
or talk to people. And I will tell people if they're not getting the results, stop spending the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Either if you have the money to go up on dose to achieve your goal, do it. But if not, don't do it.
Well, part of that is too, I think people want the silver bullet and they're not willing to make the lifestyle changes.
Yes,
You got to make
you
some
gotta-
lifestyle
it's a
changes. The
tool.
shop's
It
going to
is
do what
a
the shop's
tool.
going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's, if
Part
you
of
don't,
my consultation is the people that get the best result are people who are like, I'm tired of being overweight. I'm committed.
Yeah.
I'm going to get
out
to the
and
dose
walk.
where it's working, but I'm also going to eat healthier than not. And we all know what that is.
Yep.
We're going to try and do a little exercise. And most people that we accept in the program are of that type of person.
that was going to be the
That's
next
good.
question. Who is the ideal client?
Wow. We have.
You are not.
Okay.
You are
You're
not.
pretty healthy.
Well, you were
I-
talking about, though, you were saying you do laser hair removal. My question is, can you put it back?
Actually,
You?
I can. I can.
If obviously you realize we can't.
Now, that is not true.
But the ideal
I
client.
do PRP. I do.
Well, the ideal client is
Yeah.
someone who is overweight or obese, but
Okay.
is motivated, is tired of.
Is there an age limit? Can I be 20 years old versus 80 years old?
We have
We have some teenagers.
we have teenagers.
that right?
We have
Okay.
teenagers all the way up to mid 80s.
Okay.
I think we have a couple.
And that's just for the weight loss
82,
program, or
84.
that's for all things that you offer?
Well, we don't do aesthetics in the aesthetics are like the injectables. That's usually when you're getting into your 30s, 40s, 50s,
Late 20s
But the
and that.
younger's just more for the weight loss for people.
For health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they, and sometimes we have to work with the medical doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure that we're handling what they want. We've had, even diabetic patients that need this medicine, and for whatever reason, their insurance won't cover
But what
it.
we've done, I think, which is a little different, and we've had a number of people come to us from other places that they said we didn't really feel it was explained, or I just kind of felt like I just got a shot. And we talk to people when they come in. We weigh them. How are you doing? Do you feel the effects? Let's look at your trend. Are you, and we address those issues. And
Right.
and so it's not just like, okay, here's your drug, give us your money, give
Yes.
yourself a shot. We take a little bit of, so it's a medication, it's a drug,
Right.
and you have to treat it as such and make sure that
Absolutely.
you're getting right
And
effects.
not all people are the same, right? The medicine might be the same, but the people
We
are
have
not the
people
same.
who are miraculous on their weight loss.
Exactly.
There are people who are struggling, but we also, that's a portion of the business, and we've also, which have been doing what's called hormone optimization, hormone pellet therapy.
Yeah.
Which again, we went out last year, about a year ago, and got trained with partnered with a company called BioT, and it's for as we age, men and women, we experience
Things
the weight-
change.
well, I can't get this weight off. I'm
Right.
I don't seem to be eating differently, and you know what, my interest in sex has dropped, and I don't sleep as well at night, and I just feel like I'm getting older. I just don't feel well. Well, a lot of these patients do have low testosterone, and for women, estrogen, and there's a very good process of screening these patients for their symptoms, checking the blood work, and for the right candidate, placing pellets in men twice a year and women 3 times a year to raise those testosterone levels and maybe raise estrogen. In our experience, I have seen dramatic results in 80% of people we've done. Like the women patients come in and say, they're knocking on the door. I can tell. I'm ready. Book me. I need my pellets.
I need those pellets.
But reality,
When they took the black box warning off, that's going to make a huge difference for you guys. I know it has
that's an
for us.
interesting thing.
Yeah.
That whole estrogen thing is going
Well,
a roller coaster.
Do you feel like when they did the Women's Health Initiative that was just the downfall, that it was just such a skewed study that...
Well, I think a lot. I don't. If you look back at all changes in how we look at aspirin or Tylenol or estrogen, you do the best you can with what you have, and you think the studies are good. But as time goes on, you reevaluate, you restudy, and then you have to determine, was that the right thing? And so many things that are not black and white. You have
Trust
to
the science has taken on a new meaning
if
for
I
the
have
last 5 years.
I did a lot of breast cancer work, and I will not, if I have survived a patient, a breast cancer survivor who had successfully been treated for ER positive or hormone positive receptor breast cancer, I'm not putting estrogen in that patient. I have to know. Now, some people say you can safely, and they may be right, but you have to individualize.
Look at the whole big picture.
You got to go where your
Not just
comfort
that
level
one
is too.
Number two.
You don't have to be all things to all people.
Correct. That's right. So that's been a very reward. It's rewarding when you do and you offer people service. And you see this. I mean, she comes home from when her treatments and she says, "Oh my gosh, I said, what is this guy doing over here?"
I don't know. He does something up here.
It's super simple.
He twists my earring, and then
But my point is, it's very rewarding when you do offer service and people are happy. They're getting good results and they're feeling good about themselves again. So
Do you
I
guys
want to
ever
book
do?
an appointment. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you guys ever use testosterone as an injection?
We do not.
we do not. We just do the pellets.
Now, when we, what happens? We draw the blood. Labs go out. They come back, and then I plot in a program that BioT provides to us.
Yep.
And it spits out a care plan, and it will go through like the pellet
Options.
creams,
Okay.
injectables, whatever.
Right.
But in our teachings with the BioT, the reason we like the pellets is you're kind of getting steady Eddie all the time.
Okay.
You're not
Okay.
having the peaks and valleys of a pill, an injectable, a patch, and you don't have to think about it.
And there's less peaks
Yeah.
and valleys.
Yeah.
Like the testosterone shots that a lot of men I see will
Yeah.
give. They get results and then it's down another, next week they're giving another shot.
And they go back
This
up.
tends to keep your testosterone at a therapeutic level
Right.
for 5.5 months and no shots, no. So we just, that's kind of. what
That's
we-
your preference, yeah. I
And
was
it's just
curious, yeah.
simplified. We don't have to call it in. And it's,
Right.
I did not realize it's a lot when you bring testosterone. It's a controlled substance.
Oh yeah, it's very.
So
yeah.
I almost
It's a whole thing.
with the accident today at the office. I'm like, oh, I haven't done my inventory for the DEA and getting my
Do you have to do it
testosterone.
every
Because
day?
all your inventory was
Well, we
dumped
did
onto the
probably
floor, right? Like you had to figure out what was when the car hit the building. Pictures fell off the wall.
Well, a lot came
shelves
off.
fell off the wall.
I got a picture of all the stuff in the closet
Yes.
on the floor. She says,
gosh.
"We could use your help." And I'm like, "No, I think the staff can handle it.
Yeah,
I'm
my
not
girls
coming
were
back
good.
in to put up
have some-
put products back on the
No,
shelf."
the first thing we checked was the weight loss vials. We were like, oh
my
the
God.
refrigerator, but they were fine.
So
Well,
do
then
you
you
guys
got-
use the GLP ones that are compounded, like with B12 or glycine?
We do not. We have B6.
Okay.
And
So
we've not
compounded
gotten
with
into
something.
that one yet.
Okay.
We one of our products, because we did buy way ahead.
Yeah.
But it's still from our same pharmacy. But the way it was explained to me, they're up for an award because they had one of the purest compounding frizepatides, which
Yeah.
is the
dual
Mounjaro or
acting,
the Zepbound. So that's why they were allowed to produce it. But we felt that we wanted to go with the active ingredient. So
Yeah.
we tried not to have the
Right.
Yeah, we
additives.
tried just to use it.
And
Yeah.
we also were there's still, I probably still get 3 pharmacies contact me daily trying to get us to
Oh, is that right?
buy.
Yeah.
And it's,
Go
there's,
through us. Go through us.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of bad pharmacies out there. So we made sure we did our research and we specifically use a 403B.
503.
503B.
I think the other is
Yeah.
like a 401k. 503B pharmacy, not the 503A.
And the
which-
reason for that is you guys are very interested in the purity and the
purity,
standardization
yes,
of the pharmacy.
And
We've had no problems with safety and efficacy of the drugs.
Yeah.
So
But a lot of people, I mean, there were some people out there doing some.
Oh, anytime there's
Well,
a craze,
there
there's
is-
going to be some sketchy
And
folks.
it's great market out there now,
Yes.
and who knows where it's coming from. They actually say on the vials for research only, not for
research
human
only.
consumption.
I can't imagine why people
Why would
ever,
people
I
do
don't-
that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that is so
All
risky.
I can tell you is we don't.
You don't, yeah, yeah.
don't. Right,
But people
right.
should be aware that it is out there, and
It
it's
is
not
out
as
there.
easy as just.
And I don't think
buying
it's
it
going to
online.
go away, even if like places like us
No.
aren't going to be able to offer it. There will still be a black market to
Always.
try to get this
100%.
to people because it's out there. And
People
I
need
did.
to really ask these questions,
They
not
do.
only in med spas. I have friends who call me all the time about health advice, and
Yeah.
Yep.
you have got to advocate for yourself.
Absolutely,
You don't sit there
100%.
and
And
just
ask
take
the
what they're
question.
telling
Yeah.
you. You ask the questions. You're the customer.
I saw it on
You
TV.
no, well, they told me I should do this, or I didn't ask. You need to advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
Not to ask the questions.
Right.
That's for any health procedure, really. That's for everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And we encourage people to never go to the hospital or the family doctor or even in our office. I'd love another set of eyes and ears.
Sure.
You have to remember half as much
Yes.
because you've
Like
got
when
somebody
bringing
there who
somebody-
can
yes,
advocate
yes,
and
yes.
remember and
Yeah.
make notes and share.
A family member
So
or
it's
something,
it's
yeah.
smart to have a backup.
It is.
when you're asking questions. And
Well,
getting
and
answers.
especially like 3 years ago, GLP-1s were so villainized that, they didn't really, it's like, oh, you're taking away from the diabetic patients and all this type of thing. And it's like, no, that's crazy.
Being villainized,
right?
it's probably good.
Exactly. And people were having such amazing results. And they're like, but I feel kind of bad about doing that, And I'm like, this is not about vanity. This is about vitality. It is changing so many other things.
It really is.
Reducing inflammation and helping on so many other levels besides just weight loss.
I mean, there were two camps at that time.
Sure.
So the people in the pharmaceutical industry and the people who were against it saw the potential downside. They used every aspect to say, well, you're taking from the diabetic.
Yep.
Right.
They're like all of a sudden, people aren't going to be able to control.
There's a
blood
shortage.
sugars.
Yeah.
No, that never really happened. I mean, it just did. But
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, you just, but eventually.
But that's why the government will change the regs so that Lilly gets their monopoly back.
they're going to get it.
It's wild to me.
Yeah.
Wild.
It is.
Yeah.
But I still have, I just took a phone call yesterday. She has tried every which way. And I didn't go into her health history because that will be for his consult with her.
Right.
But she said, I need this for my health and I can't get my insurance to cover it.
That was going to be my next question is do you guys in your spa deal with the insurance third-party pay?
We do not.
Everything is
Because
direct
insurance,
pay.
most don't cover it.
Right.
But and if they do, and I do identify patients, like I said to a patient recently, you had fatty infiltration of the liver and you have early cirrhosis, scarring.
Right.
That should be an indication. Go ask your doctor to submit this.
Yes.
And they did. The insurance company then. So if the insurance is going to pay for it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Might as
Whatever's the most economical way for
Right.
the patient to get the medications they need to be healthy, that's what they should do. But we don't deal with the insurance at
We
all.
do. The one good thing is we are able to take flex
HSA.
and
Yep.
flex spending accounts. That does help.
Care
Yeah.
credit,
Care-
things of that
Yeah.
nature.
It's actually one of the things the government lets slide through that actually helps people. I can't believe it happens.
HSA.
It really is
The
a
HSA.
good
Right.
thing. Yeah.
It gives people a certain amount of liberty that I cannot believe they were given.
Yeah.
Right, it does.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a discussion now about, the ACA and
Yes.
just give people
The not
their
so
own money,
Affordable
let
Care
them
Act.
figure out what to do with it. And I
Right.
don't know.
It'd be interesting.
It's a
all
fascinating
gonna
time to be
change,
alive.
Isn't it?
It is.
Oh my heck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I can tell already you guys bring two different sets of gifts to this amazing opportunity for clients. And I'm just wondering what they are. Like, what are your strong suits in the practice?
My strong suits in the practice. I think over 30 years of doing surgery in Springfield and being from the town and having the real, it truly is humbling to have operated and put your hands on people you've known since you were a child. Teachers and coaches and people that grew up and kind of molded me into who I was. I can remember doing a little procedure in the office on somebody and he looked a little familiar and he says, you played football in high school, didn't you? Or baseball. And I said, yeah. He says, I was so-and-so. I reffed a lot of your games. I said, were you a good ref? Did you? He said, otherwise, I was the best. Yeah, right. Except that, all right, this will not hurt. But I think
Reputation.
reputation.
For
So I
sure.
think people trust us. I think trust is hugely important. And when people come to you and want you to do procedures to them. And then as a surgeon, like I will do PDO threads, which are thread lifts to lift, so those are I'm not going to minimize them, but they're very simple procedures for me. I understand the body, I understand the tissue, I understand how to make sure a patient's not going to have pain during a procedure. So I think the things that I bring is honesty, skill set, reputation, and a little bit more of a conservative approach than let's just try everything. And so that's what I think I bring.
Yeah.
And I try everything on myself first. Definitely.
You're your own best guinea pig.
Yes.
We do. We
Latest
actually
has
did.
been
You
the,
have to
the whole,
explain it, right?
I had her put pellets in me.
Okay.
Pellets.
Yeah.
I was in a somewhat normal range. I didn't feel, but I said, I'm doing this to people. And
Sure.
it does say that I would qualify. I want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I want to do it. So
Feel what it feels like,
I was
and
the
then you
first
can explain
patient
it.
male she did. And man, did it hurt.
Oh, it didn't.
I said, just make sure
It doesn't really hurt.
No, it doesn't.
It does not hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Lots of lidocaine.
No. But we actually.
I think that's important.
We walk the walk.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But you're perfect for this podcast.
Okay.
Because you live in a small town and you're living this big life and you're serving people and having fun while you do it.
Yes.
And
And there'll be a
that's-
day. There'll be a day.
You know, it's
that-
Springfield. It's not thriving metropolitan Chicago or whatever. It's our tiny little towns in the
Right.
surrounding area that bring special people together to get things done.
Yeah.
And that's why we wanted to, that's as soon as I knew what you were up to, that's why I wanted to make sure we got a hold of you guys.
Well, I appreciate that.
yeah.
We really appreciate that.
It matters. And you know, we're a flyover state. And there's a lot of good things happening in the flyover states.
There are.
That's why we wanted to kind of highlight with you guys.
We're the heart of it all. That's how I say it. When
That's
people
right.
say that we're flyover state, I'm like, no, we're the heart of it all.
Right, that's right. We have many friends in New York and
Yeah.
different parts in there, like
Right.
Ohio. What is that like? He says, you guys give candles for gifts, you know? So I sent my friends in New York candles.
Guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah, guilty, yeah.
He says, but do you realize how many people actually move from the big city to places like Ohio because the cost of living?
I wouldn't trade a
People
cost of living with anybody.
You know what you're getting. And so, it's
Beautiful seasons, beautiful
I'm
people.
very happy in Springfield. It was probably one of the greatest decisions I made to go back to that hometown to make an impact. And
Meeting me.
And meeting you.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Things have a way of working out.
They do.
Lori, what your claim to fame? Can we talk about that a little bit?
yes,
So
so-
Lori has a claim to fame. Do you know what that is? Oh, you do.
Oh, I don't either. This is going to be
Actually,
interesting.
I know what I think it is, but I'll chime in if necessary.
No, I was just a kind of a class clown. I was always jealous of the cheerleaders because I was so uncoordinated. So I was Fred the Falcon. I was our school mascot. Yeah. So I can't wait when my and I have a feeling my little granddaughters are going to be going to our rival school
Oh,
in
wow.
our county. I was born and raised in Champaign County, and so I went to Graham, and I think they're going to be hill climbers. They live in
dear.
Urbana, and they have a pretty good school system right now.
Okay.
So I think that might be where they
So
land.
you were the high school mascot,
I was.
the Falcon.
So
I
where
think
did
they
you go
picked
do
Freddie
your
the Falcon.
thing?
I think they picked me because I had the skinniest legs in the class, bird legs. Yeah, I was
Fit the
being
costume.
goofy, and we also I did play in band, so I was kind of a nerd. And,
Yeah.
and I told him the other day, I wish I would have studied more in high school. School was fairly easy for me, but not. Like I probably could have really gotten good grades if I tried harder.
You got
if I would've
great.
applied
But look at you, without the good grades, you know? It's awesome.
I mean, I had good grades, but I probably could have been way up
You
there.
did. You did pass, right? You
I
get a high
did.
school
I did.
diploma.
I did.
That's
I did.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
See, I thought you were going to say your claim to fame is your shoe collection.
Oh yes, I did.
I didn't know about the Falcon.
Yeah, I think.
But you
shoe
got the best shoe
is
collection.
Probably a better claim
I'm
to fame.
telling you. Well, in our world, I do a lot of leg length evaluations,
Yes, you
right,
do.
for checks in the office. And so I see a lot of shoes. Nobody tops your shoe collection. The sassiest, most just, dazzling shoe collection of anybody I've ever met.
And
You
I
haven't
don't
seen
even
the
claim-
purses.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I don't.
I love it. Go.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, I thought I interrupted you
No,
again.
no, not at all.
How do people get in touch? So we can put a link, right?
Yeah.
We'll put a link
there'll be a
into the
link.
show
We
notes.
I will say this has been the interesting thing about the med spa. I was a nurse walking off the floor.
Yeah.
And thought I was just going to be doing some Botox and some filler. And next thing I know, today I was finishing up a procedure and I'm like, ugh, it's payroll day. I got to pay these peeps. And it's been great to be able to offer jobs to people. And they've now become my family. The one Logan I spoke of, she laughs because for the longest time, a lot of the weight loss people, they think she's our daughter.
Okay.
But if you'd see her family, they definitely can't deny her. But and I have a wonderful right hand gal that she's on vacation. She missed
Yeah, we
the
have
action
tremendous
today.
staff, as you know. If you don't, it makes
That's
That's what makes the
been-
world go round.
It really
is
has
essential.
made my.
Hope is our patient care manager.
Nice.
Kirsten,
What a great name for a patient care
yeah.
manager.
You always gotta have a little hope.
Yes.
Hope and Kirsten and Logan and Jackie.
Jackie
and we
came
have a
on
new
board.
nurse working with us now.
Yes, and there's going to be. So we do like to escape the winter some. So we'll have a provider that will be able to help them. She's a nurse practitioner, actually, and so she's joined our crew. She has a day job, but she comes in a couple of days a week starting at 3, and she's working on Saturdays to help clients that do need that
Expanding the hours where people are.
Yeah.
And
Saturdays,
it's been
right.
kind of fun. She's kind of ignited my passion. Even sometimes things get a little monotonous.
Well, there's a difference between being the person who's taking care of people and being the person who has to run the business and do payroll and
Yes.
clean up the bricks that just got hit. And, so there's the business ownership versus the care portion, and it can be a little bit of a
And
task.
it's been fun to teach. To go and teach her, and her passion has kind of ignited mine again. And there'll be a day when we'll either hand the hat off to someone else, and it'll be a sad day.
Yeah.
This is something I never thought I would.
Dr. Nick is like, well,
Sad-ish.
maybe.
Yeah, saddish, but
Well,
it's
so we're both are pretty, as high energy. Have to feel like we're contributing, doing something.
We're not ready to sit around and watch the grass
get up
get
and play
low.
golf every day and just
Right.
But as far as getting a hold of us in the med spa, then
Yes.
calling is 937-521-1111, 521-1111.
That makes it
And
easy.
then website is
you can schedule online. We do have
SAS.
a nice little.
And so you'll
book
see all
online.
of the menus, everything that's available.
A lot of things. I'm pretty transparent. There's pricing on the
Okay,
menus.
yeah, that's great.
Some people wait for my specials to come out. I've gotten a little lazy with them and doing kind of quarterly or seasonal.
Okay.
Black
but
Friday
We're
deals?
definitely going to do some Black Friday.
Okay.
I've got a brand new, the latest and the greatest. Salmon sperm has arrived, people.
Salmon
pardon?
sperm.
Salmon sperm.
Tell us more.
Yes, it
What
is.
is that?
Salmon like the fish,
not the easiest
or
thing
Sam
to get.
and
Yeah,
sperm?
I want to meet that person. That was
love with
the
it?
first
Yes.
person that said, "Let's get some salmon."
What do you
sperm."
do with it?
So it really is.
Make little baby salmon.
No,
That's where I was assuming it would be applied, but I'm thinking, why would that be?
it is a wonderful collagen producer, elastin, all the things. And
So is it for a facial?
we can do a lot of things with
Okay.
it.
You're going to put
What's your
what on my
favorite?
face?
Yeah, we can inject
Hello.
it.
Okay.
I put it
Where injecting where?
under the eyes for dark circles. I do a lot of microneedling.
Okay.
That is one of my favorite things because it's us healing us. It's
Okay.
in a controlled manner, injuring the skin so that we send the signal to heal.
Yeah.
And that gets all our cells that get lazy on us as we age. And now we can insert that salmon sperm to ignite it. I do a lot with plasma.
I got to admit,
When you said
I
about
never thought I'd see the day.
yeah, it is
You
the
can
latest.
swim upstream a lot easier after.
I was going to say, you got this sudden urge to go, to
I
Alaska.
have to know. Is there a smell to it?
No, there's no smell.
Okay.
No smell.
Kind of like the fish oil. there's
Okay.
no-
No, all right.
smell.
Yeah.
No smell. So that's been kind of a new latest and greatest. So
And the plasma you said too. You guys do plasma
do a lot of, and when you said about hair restoration, I have only in women. I've only done it in women, but whether they're coming off chemo
Right.
or they're suffering from maybe a thyroid issue, but thinning of hair, we can spin off the red and the white cells and
Right.
get those growth factors right in. And so we do get to stimulate some follicles.
Yeah.
I
I'm
put
thinking
that.
I want a beard.
You can't grow a beard.
Never can grow a beard.
You're okay.
Come see me. Come see me.
I don't know. Yeah, I love your dimples. We would be
Grizzly
able to
Adams
see them.
kind of
So that's So we do a lot
That is
of
so
things.
fascinating. What other types of things? What are some of your favorites? What are some
Definitely
of the newest?
the needling. Oh God.
How long do the appointments take for like a needling or the salmon sperm?
We like to do things comfortably. So my clients come in. I have a wonderful pharmacy that makes really very strong numbing cream, and so they sit.
That's good.
Like today, I did one, and I did payroll while she was numbing, and so she numbed for about 30 minutes, and then it takes me less time to do the needling than
when they're
numbing.
numbed. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And
we
so
have
what the needling does, it puts multiple little tiny holes into the skin, and that stimulates collagen growth, and then you can put these growth factors into the skin, and it really makes a difference.
does.
So it
People
can
come back and they
penetrate.
heal.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
rejuvenates the skin, right?
That's probably one of my favorite things
Yeah.
to do because it's just cool science. It's really, really cool science. And make a difference in scarring with that. And
We also have because some patients have high pain tolerance, low pain tolerance. Some people have anxiety. We have Pronox for gas for certain procedures to make them relax.
Glass of wine, champagne.
no, we don't do
No,
that.
none of that. Just for medicinal purposes.
We have been known to throw a little shindig. Our space right now doesn't. We will try to rent space. We have a cool little place that we can rent downtown in our town, but our
Kind of
space
expand a little.
Yeah, our space where we're in right now is a little tough for us, but we did have some nice little
Parties and things.
parties,
Okay.
and open houses, and where we would have open bar. And I had this dream one time, and I woke up from it, and I visioned clearing out his main practice office and our office area, and we set up 12 different boutiques, a couple of Christmases.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
And it was a lot of
pop-ups.
fun. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but they could buy and bank, we would call it. They would buy their specials. They might buy their Botox for the whole year.
Oh, wow.
Now they do that online.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. But we had boutiques that would come, and it was fun Christmas shopping, and
So
we
you
would
have
do
all
photo
these different-
booths, and
Different vendors, basically. Yeah.
yeah. And that was... But
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, but it just came to me in a dream, and I thought it was in September. I thought, can I pull this together? Yeah. He looked at me like I was crazy, and we did.
That's not
But you did it,
infrequently.
didn't you?
We
You got
did.
it.
We did. It was fun.
I love it.
That's amazing.
I love it. What else? Anything else you want our people to know?
No, we just appreciate the opportunity to come and be invited
Yeah,
here
it
to
was
share
so
our small
fun.
town
I
experience
knew it was gonna be
and
good.
things
Yeah.
that we're passionate about, and
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Lori.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Thank you.
really, truthfully.
Couldn't have done it without you, and that's for sure.
true, but
Just
she
the state of
does
Ohio.
90% of the work. She has found the new products. She finds what we should look into, and
Yeah.
and I listen to her, and we talk about these things. But it's led to a very successful business, and
I love it.
very happy.
Serving people, being profitable
Yeah.
in a tiny town.
In a
That's
tiny
right.
town.
That's right.
That's what we're here for.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yay.
it. Okay,
This was great, Dave.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
See you next time.
Yay, good job.
We got sucked in recently, as long as we're talking about what we're binging. We've been watching Leave It to Beaver.
Oh,
From the 50s.
okay.
It's so good.
Oh my
It is
God.
so
Amazing.
heartwarming.
Yes.
It's what we watched.
Where do you see that?
It's
just
it's
YouTube
on
TV or
Roku
something?
Live. Is that what it
Roku?
is?
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's
I don't
live.
know.
Like you can't pause it and then go back to it. They just run
All the time.
episode after episode after episode. It's
But we started
so
when
good.
Beaver was
Like,
little
it just
tiny,
makes
and now
me so
Beaver.
happy.
Now we're up to this ones
He's
where
kind of
Beaver's voice is changing.
teenager, yeah.
Oh, my
teenager,
goodness.
right?
That would be
Well,
one
gee
to go
whiz,
back
Wally.
and-